welcome back to the Dubai Insider Podcast. This is Fabio Saltini, and I'm so happy to be here with you today. I hope you're all having a fantastic Monday. You know, every time I sit down to prepare for this podcast, I get so excited because the news coming out of this city is not just news. It's a clear, powerful signal of opportunity. And my job, our mission at Terra Real Estate, is to cut through the noise and show you what these headlines really mean for your money, for your future, and for your investment portfolio. Today, we're going to dive into some of the most recent headlines that prove Dubai is not just a hot market, it's a mature, strategic powerhouse. We're going to start with the big picture, the economic engine that is driving everything you're seeing in the real estate sector. Because you can't fully trust an investment without first trusting the economy that backs it. And trust me, the numbers here give you every reason to be confident. Let's begin with the top-level data. The latest reports show that Dubai's economy grew by a solid 4% in the first quarter of 2025. What does this number tell us? It tells us that this city is not just coasting on its reputation, it's actively expanding. A 4% growth rate in a global economy that is still facing headwinds is a massive vote of confidence. It means that companies are thriving, jobs are being created, and new people are moving here. This is the fundamental, non-negotiable driver of real estate demand. When an economy is growing, its population grows, and when its population grows, they need homes to live in. It's a simple but powerful equation, and this growth is happening across the board. Take the Dubai summer surprises, for example. We've seen reports that summer spending in Dubai surged by over 100% this season. A lot of people outside of the city might think that Dubai slows down in the summer because of the heat, but this data proves the opposite. It shows us a resilient and thriving local economy, powered by tourism and a happy, confident resident population. People aren't just here for the winter months, they are here year-round, spending money, investing in the city, and becoming a permanent part of its fabric. This is the kind of consumer confidence that creates a stable and predictable real estate market, because people who are willing to spend on shopping and entertainment are also willing to invest in a home. But it's not just about the local economy, it's about Dubai's status as a global hub. The UAE's airports welcomed a staggering 75.4 million passengers in the first half of 2025. That's a 5% increase year-on-year. My friends, that's almost 10 million more people passing through our airports than last year. And you know what that means for us? It means more tourists, more business travelers, more short-term visitors who fall in love with the city and eventually decide to become long-term residents. It's a constant, global flow of capital and people. It's this consistent influx of international talent and wealth that makes the Dubai market so unique and so resistant to the fluctuations that we see in other cities around the world. Every single person who flies into this country is a potential tenant, a potential buyer, a potential partner. And the best part is that the government isn't just watching this growth happen, they are actively fueling it with smart innovation. Have you heard about the new initiatives from Parkin and Cafu? They are rolling out the region's first on-demand fuel and car wash service, and the RTA is launching a new smart platform to monitor and analyze real-time traffic flow. Now you might be thinking, well, Fabio, what does a car wash app or a traffic monitoring system have to do with real estate? My friend, it has everything to do with it. These are not just gadgets. They are part of a massive city-wide strategy to improve quality of life, to make life more convenient, and to make Dubai the most efficient city on the planet. This focus on resident happiness and seamless urban living is exactly what attracts and retains the international talent that fuels our economy and our property market. When people choose a place to live, they are not just looking at a building, they are looking at a lifestyle. And Dubai is constantly innovating to offer the most advanced, most convenient lifestyle there is. So when you put all these pieces together, a booming economy, a resilient consumer base, a constant influx of global visitors, and a smart, forward-thinking government, you get a picture of a market that is not based on speculation. It is based on a real, thriving, and expanding ecosystem. And this is exactly the kind of stability and growth that we at Terra Real Estate look for when we're helping you build your investment portfolio. Because we're not here to chase short-term gains. We're here to build long-term wealth with you. Alright, we're going to get down to the numbers you've been waiting for. We're going to look at the massive growth in the residential and commercial sectors, and I'll tell you what those numbers mean for your investment. Don't go anywhere. We talked about the big picture, the solid foundation that Dubai's economy is built on. We saw that the city is thriving, attracting more people, and investing in a smarter, more efficient future. But now, it's time to get into the details. It's time to connect that macro story to the numbers that truly matter to you as a real estate investor. Because a great economy means nothing if the property market doesn't reflect that growth. And trust me, the numbers here are speaking loud and clear. I have some of the latest reports right in front of me, and the data from the Dubai Land Department is nothing short of incredible. We are looking at a market that is not just active, it's setting new records. In the second quarter of this year alone, we saw a record-breaking number of off-plan transactions, over 37,000 to be exact. That's a huge number. It tells us that investors, both local and international, have an immense amount of confidence in the future of this city. They are betting on the long-term vision, and they are doing so with conviction. This is not a speculative frenzy, it's a strategic move by smart money, and this confidence is showing up in value. The data is fresh, as of just yesterday. I have a report from a reliable source showing that villa values in Dubai hit a new high in July of 2025. They were up a remarkable 27.9% year on year. Let that sink in for a moment. Almost 28% growth in just 1 year. This isn't just a small bounce. This is a powerful surge, and it's being driven by a combination of things: a shortage of high-quality, ready-to-move-in homes, and an influx of high-net-worth individuals who are choosing to make Dubai their primary residence. They're not just buying a second home. They're moving their lives, their families, and their businesses here. And they are willing to pay a premium for the best that Dubai has to offer. But it's not just about villas. The demand is strong across the board. We are also seeing a massive boom in the commercial real estate sector. Reports show that office sales values in the first half of 2025 soared by an astonishing 84%, with total transactions hitting almost $1.5 billion. If you've been following the market for a while, you'll know that commercial real estate in Dubai has always been a solid play, but now it's hitting a whole new level. This is not just a sign of a recovering economy, it's a sign of a thriving, diversified economy. Global businesses are expanding their presence in Dubai, and they need office space. This creates a fantastic opportunity for investors who are looking to diversify their portfolio beyond just residential properties. At Terra Real Estate, we're seeing huge interest in prime office spaces because the demand for commercial rental yields is just as strong as it is for residential. And to keep up with all this demand, developers are not slowing down. They are actively launching incredible new projects to feed the market. Just this week, Damac Properties launched the Capri One Apartments at Riverside Views. This is a new phase of a master community that's getting a lot of attention. It offers stylish 1 and 2 bedroom apartments with waterfront views, and it's a perfect example of how developers are creating not just buildings, but entire lifestyles. For an investor, these new launches are gold. They often come with very attractive payment plans, which, as we discussed in a previous episode, are the key to maximizing capital appreciation. You get in on the ground floor, you benefit from the construction period, and you get to secure an asset in a community that is designed for the future. This is the beauty of the Dubai real estate market right now. The growth isn't speculative, it's backed by real people, real businesses, and real demand. The numbers are telling us that both the luxury villa segment and the commercial sector are on an incredible upward trajectory, and developers are responding with world-class projects. This isn't just about selling properties. It's about helping you make a sound investment decision based on solid, irrefutable data. Next, we're going to get even more specific. We're going to look at the future of this market, the tech, the new trends, and the things that investors need to be thinking about right now to stay ahead of the curve. You won't want to miss this. So far, we've covered a lot of ground. We've gone from the big picture economic health of Dubai to the specific powerful numbers that show a thriving real estate market today. We've seen a city that's growing, not just in population, but in capital value. But now it's time to put on our futurist hats, because the smartest investors don't just look at what's happening now, they look at what's coming next. They invest in the future. And Dubai is a city that is constantly building its future, not just physically, but technologically. This is where we get into the truly fascinating part of the story, the trends and strategies that will define the next decade of real estate here. Let's start with one of the most exciting developments that I'm seeing, the rise of Proptech. The latest data is astonishing. The UAE's Proptech market is set to nearly triple in value by 2030, reaching over $1.5 billion. What is Proptech? It's the integration of technology, things like AI, blockchain, and virtual reality, into the real estate sector. And it's a game changer for you, the investor. Think about it. AI-driven analytics can help us find the best properties for your portfolio with a level of precision that was impossible just a few years ago. Blockchain technology is already being used to create fractional ownership, allowing investors to own a piece of a high-value property like a Palm Jumeirah penthouse without needing to buy the whole thing. This democratizes access to premium real estate and increases liquidity, making it easier to buy and sell. At Terra Real Estate, we are already using these technologies to provide our clients with a competitive edge. This isn't just a trend, it's a fundamental shift that is making the Dubai market more transparent, more efficient, and more accessible to a global audience. And speaking of accessibility, let's talk about a headline that sounds like it came straight out of a science fiction movie. The Dubai Vertiport. Our team has been following this closely. Joby Aviation, in partnership with the RTA and Skyports, has now officially started construction on the first vertiport at Dubai International Airport. The track is expected to be completed in Q1 2026, with the full service launching shortly after. This means that soon, air taxis will be a reality, allowing residents and tourists to travel between key hubs like DXB, Dubai Marina, and Palm Jumeirah in minutes, not hours. Now, why does a fancy flying taxi matter to you as a real estate investor? Because transportation and connectivity are two of the biggest factors that drive property value. When a location becomes easier and faster to get to, its value skyrockets. The areas around these new vertiports are not just going to be hubs for travel. They are going to become highly sought-after residential and commercial zones. This is the kind of forward-thinking infrastructure that creates long-term capital appreciation. And it's exactly the type of vision that makes Dubai a world leader. It's a clear signal that the city is constantly evolving to provide a better, more efficient quality of life. But with all this innovation and growth, some investors still worry about one thing, the legal and regulatory side. They ask me, Fabio, how do I know my investment is safe? The answer is simple. Dubai is constantly strengthening its legal framework to protect investors. A perfect example of this is a new app launched by Dubai municipality called Eltizam. The app empowers officials to report 8 specific cleanliness violations in real time, from littering to improper disposal of waste. Again, you might think, what does this have to do with property? Everything. It shows that the government is serious about maintaining the highest standards of cleanliness and quality of life. For an investor, this means your property's value and the quality of the surrounding environment are protected. It shows a commitment to transparency and a desire to make every part of the city a premier living destination. These are the details that reassure us that we are not investing in a flash-in-the-pan market, but in a well-regulated, long-term, and secure ecosystem. So, when you combine the power of Proptech, the vision of advanced mobility, and the security of a strong regulatory body, you get a market that is not just reacting to demand, but is actively shaping its own future. This is what sets Dubai apart from every other real estate market in the world. It's a city that is built on a foundation of technology and a commitment to its residents and investors. Now I'm going to bring all of this together and give you a clear, simple path forward. We've covered the why, the what, and the how, and now it's time for the most important part. Don't go anywhere. I want to thank you for taking this journey with me. We've moved from the big, macro-level economic data to the specific, micro-level details of property values. We looked at the numbers that matter today, and we even peered into the future to see what's coming next for Dubai. Now, I want to leave you with one final thought, something that is more important than any of the numbers or headlines we've talked about today. The data is a map, but you can't get to your destination without a guide. My team and I at Terra Real Estate are here to be that guide for you. You've heard the numbers, you know the trends, you understand the vision, but your investment journey is personal. It's unique to your financial goals, your risk tolerance, and your vision for the future. Whether you're looking for an off-plan apartment in a new master community like Capri One to maximize capital appreciation, a ready-to-move-in villa for a high rental yield, or a commercial office space to diversify your portfolio, the strategy has to be tailored to you. That's what we specialize in. We don't believe in a one-size-fits-all approach. We believe in building a relationship with our clients and crafting a plan that is specific to their needs. We work tirelessly to find the best opportunities in the market Whether it's a hidden gem in an up-and-coming neighborhood or a prime property in a well-established area, and we do it with full transparency, leveraging the very latest data and technology to make sure your investment is a solid one. So, here's what you are going to do. Don't let this valuable information just be something you listen to on your way to work. Let it be the catalyst for action. Take the next step today. I've made it incredibly easy. Right there in the show description, you will find a link to tail directly to us. You can book a free, no-obligation consultation with me and my team. It's a chance for us to sit down, virtually or in person, and talk about your specific goals. There's no pressure, just a conversation. We can look at your options, answer your questions, and start building a roadmap for your success in Dubai. So, if you're serious about investing in a market that is backed by real growth, a forward-thinking government, and a commitment to innovation, then I invite you to click that link and get in touch. We are ready to help you turn your dream of owning property in Dubai into a reality. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of the Dubai Insider Podcast. I'm Fabio Saltini, and until next time, I wish you happy investing.